Hello and welcome to the weekend sales. I mean, it's Tuesday, but this is what we've had sold over the weekend. I normally film these videos on a Monday, but today we're doing it on a Tuesday because most of my items, because I do 2-day dispatch, didn't need to go out until Tuesday, so I took advantage of that and didn't. I actually used that time wisely and made a separate video regarding is reselling dead? Some quite good conversational topics going on in that video, so I think I'll link it at the end for you to go and have a watch. But today we're going to go through the Vinted and the eBay sales, and as always, I like to start off with Vinted. No particular reason, I just do. Lovely vintage New Kids on the Block t-shirt owes me less than 50p. Sold it for £10. I couldn't shift it, it wasn't selling. Just reduced and reduced and reduced until it finally, somebody sent an offer on the reduced and it sold. £10. Single stitch, 1989. Maybe New Kids on the Block really do suck a... Forget it. Otis the Aardvark. I actually bought this so I could take it with me to the radio interview where it was supposed to be Kirsten O'Brien, who had a little stint on TV with Otis the Aardvark. She went on holiday, so I had to have somebody else. Katie, lovely lady though, so I don't really care to be fair. But yeah, I paid like 9 or 10 quid for this. Sold it for 7 quid. I just thought it would be fun to take on the show, you know. Columbia Omnitech jacket. I picked this one up for a tenner from the charity shop and it's got a few little small defects, but the jacket's still fine. It's been sat in my to-do pile, in my to-do clothing bag for ages. I managed to do a little bit of it yesterday. Again, just using some of that free time where I wasn't actually filming or packing items. I used it elsewhere. I didn't just squander all of it. Squandered some of it, of course. £20 that sold for. Cheap as chips, but it sold same day. I think it had like 60 likes in 3 hours. That's unheard of for me. Little bundle of 2 now from the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mark of the Monkey. He's picked up my Greg's hat. Sorry, Luke and Kerry, I just don't wear it, all right? They bought me it for Christmas 2 years ago. And a Walls ice cream t-shirt. There's a few little marks on it from storage, I've mentioned that, but it's a cool little piece still. I think retail it was like 30 quid, then reduced to 20, and then 15, then 10, then 5. I listed it for 5 anyway. Mark's picked up both of these. Mark, I hope you're doing well, mate. He's got a Vinted account, Mark of the Monkey. I think his eBay is as well. And probably, I think your Instagram is as well. I'm still not on Instagram much. I went on the other day just to share a post, then come straight back out again. I'm enjoying it. There is a lot of messages built up. Please be aware, I do know that you've actually sent me a message. I'm just not going in there yet. I don't want to. I don't want to. They sold for £8. And Rick, aka Barrow's Bargains, has picked up the other Z figure. Yes, it's Z, not Zod. Z as in Lord Z, because it's a Z. That was me. But whatever. I paid £3 for a box of stuff. Rick actually picked up the other one, I think £5.50. This one is sold for £5.67. That's right, I listed it for £5.50. Sent me an offer of £5.67. Keep the numbers fresh. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. He actually just said to me, cheers, mate. I was just uploading plush on the website as this came up. Mrs. Barrow's Bargains just rolled her eyes at yet another Power Ranger figure. Sorry, Mrs. Barrow's Bargains. Rick, as always, mate, really appreciate it, dude. Hope you're doing well. And that is going to conclude for Vinted. On eBay, I've got a wide selection of stuff here. One of them is really cool. Some nice vintage stuff. You can really see people starting to, what I think, maybe shop for the vintage gifts. Yeah, some cool little bits there. Let's get into it. Now, I can't see this one being a Christmas present. However, it is a Satnav. A lot of you overlook Satnavs. You don't bother with them. I actually sold 2 over the weekend, but one of them cancelled the Garmin. It doesn't matter. This one, let me just get the model back up. TomTom Go Basic 6. It's a TomTom. You see these in charity shops for 4 quid, 5 quid. You see them at car boot sales for a quid. They're always worth picking up. Even the ones for a quid at a car boot sale that you can't test. Because if you get 10 that are faulty eventually, if you've spent a tenner, you can list them as a job lot. I normally sell them for 30 to 40 quid job lot, spares, repairs, parts untested. But the ones that I do have leads for, I will test. And this one, working fine. I've updated it to the latest maps and I've reset it. Sold it for £32.75 all in on an offer. I would have got about 40 odd quid for it. Don't overlook Satnavs. Everyone gets lost every now and then. Not everyone has a smartphone. And not everyone has CarPlay in their car. Lorry drivers, van drivers, delivery drivers, a lot of them like these. This is a very cool sale now. ET flask. I picked up a bunch of these. Miss Georgina, I've got the... yours is knocking around there. I keep moving it from place to place. Keep going to list it and go, no, Georgina wants it. Message me, send me, drop me a comment after you've seen this. Let me know you've seen it. And tell me if you still want it. I'll just send you it, girl. ET flask. This is a bluebird flask. It's not thermos. I mean, it's the same concept as a thermos, but it's not. 1989, I think this one is. 1980s, 1982. So right of the era. Really, really nice. The graphic is still in great condition. That's not wear on there. That's just a reflection of, you know, where they're trying to make it look like it's the moon glistening on the face. I paid like £1 each for these. This one is sold for £33.50. And I still think that's cheap. Some of the solds on these are like 60 quid. But it wasn't selling for me, so I just kept reducing and or accepting offers. You know? A lot of the times I know, I don't really look at how long my items have been listed for. I just know. I mean, there is a section where you can look to double check, but some of the items you just know how long you've had. And I'll end and relist them and whatever else. But I am going to make a video shortly showing you how to avoid the pitfalls of death piles and stale listings. So keep a lookout for that one. This is a solid gold 24 carat. No, it's costume jewelry. It's by Crown Trifari. Really, really nice, this one. It's like a leaf design. It's costume jewelry. Crown Trifari has a nice little name in the costume jewelry world. Shiny and textured. Sold it for £13.20. I picked up this and I think it was a vintage stationery set for like a £5 at the car boot sale. She wouldn't budge, but I knew most of my money would be back on this. Still haven't sold the stationery set yet. And I know I wouldn't. What did I do the deal for? Whatever, we've doubled up at least. And we've still got a set to sell. £9.50. So some of you guys have been asking how much do I charge for postage and stuff. So this one is £6 plus £3.50 apparently. 9 times out of 10 they'll have postage and sometimes they're free. But when I give you the all-in price, you know, if it's a small parcel you can take off £3. If it's a bit bigger, you can take off 4 to 5. But if it's a bit bigger with lots of insurance, lots of value that needs insurance, it's going to be a bit more. People who are in the game will understand a bit more. So I will try and be a bit more obvious with postage and cost and stuff as well in the future. But I will try and get used to it. I am going to have to rejig my brain to not just say £9.50 all in. So you have to bear with me for a bit, you know. Anyway, a nice little 1999 Batman plush. £9.50 all in. £6 plus postage. This was just part of a cassette bundle that I picked up. You know, I didn't buy it specifically to sell. I just happened to see it had some kind of value. It's a TDK limited edition cassette case. I mean, it normally comes with cassettes. It's what they were. It's just like a cassette case. That's all it is. But it's a bit different, isn't it? It's a bit quirky. So I thought, I'll list it. And we managed to achieve out of it £6 and 5p. Large letter. Obviously, I'll put a bit of card over it just to stop it from crunching. Sound, eh? Sound. I see what you did there. Didn't mean to. Right, we finally sold a bunch of the Simpsons stuff I was moaning about the other week, saying I've got a big stack taking up all this room and it hasn't nothing sold as quick as I can. They can. Here we go. Bunch of these. Simpsons DVD 7 to 10. I think it was Series 6, was it? Where they released the Homer head and everyone went mental. And for a while, you could actually email Fox. They were very cocky about it. And get your head replaced. Get your head case replaced. Anyway, I paid £25 for a big bunch. I've sold one DVD for like 20, another one for 20, and this bunch here for £23. So I'm happy with the sale now, and I've still got a couple of sealed ones to sell for about 20 odd quid each as well. So I'll probably do about £100 on the deal once it's all done, which is lovely by me. What time does that say? 10 minutes 30, we are flying. Another little vintage doll now. This is the one that I couldn't find. I found it and listed it. And I listed it cheap and forgot to add postage very annoyingly because this is like a 2 kilo doll in itself, let alone postage. Sold it for, with an offer. I listed it for £17.99, supposed to add post, which would bring it to like 21 quid. Sold for £15.29. I've still got to post it yet. But it doesn't matter. I've made good profit on the other two. I paid £10 for 3 of them. Get it out the door. You creepy little thing. Look at it. Can you see it from there? Oh, God. Oh. Kyle has picked up a couple of things now. He hasn't combined the order, so I need to get through to it, really. As in, like, showing you both, but I will get through to it. So, Kyle, another one from you, mate. You've picked up Niffler. This one is sold, which has got the tag on it, you see. The last one that I sold, I think Kyle picked up that one as well. The tag had fell off during transportation from the car boot to home. With the tag on, I could have got another 15. I could have it. Although, Kyle, send me some offers, brother. You haven't got to pay out what I do appreciate the support. I do have offers on. I am open to offers. And I've got a funny feeling, because you do pay outright, you'll send me sensible offers as well. So it won't even annoy me accepting them. I don't get annoyed accepting offers. If I don't want to accept it, I won't accept it. Bits of cardboard fluff everywhere. So he's picked up Niffler for £20.98. In fact, I think that was on an offer or deal, because it's £19.99, but £20.98 all in. That was £1 from the car boot sale. He has got another item, but we'll get to it. We have finally sold the Scooby-Doo backpack. I had very high hopes for this one. Very, very, very high hopes indeed. I paid £3 for it. Solds were like £80 to £90 in America. I listed mine for around that price, and then I reduced it, aiming at the American market, thinking 60, 70 quid. They'll think, right, I can take off the taxes and whatever else, and it'll still be worth it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So I've reduced and reduced and reduced, ended it, sold similar, adjusted the price and the title just the other day. Sold £28. I mean, I'm not grumbling at that, but when I bought it, I had high hopes for that. I think I even made it the star of the show for the car boot sale pickup at the time. Oh, how you let me down. But again, we're going to go over all these things in a video that I'm currently producing at the moment. Producing. Ooh, you know what I mean. Again, another absolute bargain here. These are from Killen and Andrea. They sometimes drop me off like plush. I don't deal with plush, but they get it sometimes, and they're like, nope, you do it, Ricky. Obviously, they'll keep the odd jelly cat, but they still give me jelly cats as well. But when they're like expensive ones, I have to say to them, like, you take, you keep, you have, you make the money. But these, a nice little bundle of vintage Pokemon toys here now, £28.50. So thank you to whoever bought them. And a massive thank you to Clint and Andrea. I hope you're both doing well. I'm not going to see much of them now. The car boot season's closing. I love those two. Right, we have sold a pair of Levi's jeans. Ladies Levi's, size 24 waist. You lucky girl. I'd love to have a 24 waist. Would I? No. 30. I enjoyed being a 30 waist. I used to wear jeans at a 30 waist. Now I'm like a 34 to a 36. Can't wear jeans. It's so uncomfortable. And that's all my doing. Who cares? This ain't Weight Watchers. This is eBay reselling. I don't know what I paid for them. Not a lot. A couple of quid, maybe £3. They've sold for £10 plus post. £12 all in. So all stuff you can look out for as well. All easy stuff to find. None of this is really specialist. Oh, actually, one of them is, I suppose. You'll see. This was a fun find. I did have to pay £5 for it because sales were at 25. But this hasn't sold for 25, obviously. Story of my life. This is a vintage Boots. So Boots the chemist and photography store at the time. Little learning doll. It's got a map in his back, binoculars, all sorts of bits and pieces. Hat can come off, all the clothes come off. It's got a roll-out tent just there, sleeping bag, little watch. Just a nice little activity doll. Paid £5. This is sold for £16.24 all in with an offer. Still really cool, isn't it? North Face gloves. Paid £3 at the car boot sale. I just kept on getting silly offers on these, and somebody sent me an offer of £10. I counted, he recounted at £10, and that irks me. I'm like, oh God, I'm about to lose this one. Put my towel between my legs and I accepted it. £10 plus post, £13.50. To be fair, £13.50 for a pair of pre-owned extra small North Face gloves. Yeah, fair play, mate. All right, you win that one. That's a fair price. Here's the other one from Kyle. I think I listed it as, no, I did listed it properly, an Ewok. Again, I think I paid like £1 or £2 for this one, not massive amounts. This one sold for $15.68, so there must have been offers or something. I'm not too sure. $15.68 all in. Again, Kyle, really appreciate you, mate. Fantastic stuff. So you can sort of see the theme of the stuff you like now. You know, you've picked up a few Harry Potter bits and some Star Wars and bits and pieces like that. Power Rangers? No, that was Rick. I can't remember. But I appreciate it, Kyle, mate. Sold a second of the Disney Traditions things now. Keen viewers of the channel will remember the video, I think it was the last car boot sale video actually. A lady was like, I just want to get rid of everything. Please take it all. These were like a £5 each. I did spend like 30 odd quid with her, but I sold the loose figure, didn't have a box, for 24 quid just the other day. And this one is now sold as well for £29.48. That'll make a lovely Christmas present. So we are now into profit, truly. And we've still got a couple more of these to sell. And a few other little bits and pieces. Oh, actually, no, we've done really well already. I think I've already sold some trainers from her. I have. We're into profit. Boom. Boom. Sony compact DVD player. It is SCAR only. I normally market these with keywords to caravanners, holiday homes, all those kinds of things. And they sell. They sell quite well. You need to pay a little less than the HD ones, you know, with the HDMI leads and stuff. You can't pay too much for these at all, to be honest with you. Maximum you're only paying is like £3-4. Because if it gets to the point like me where you've had to accept an offer, you end up with making barely anything. This one is sold, I took an offer of £10.80, so there's post as well. This one sold for £14.30. That is very strange. £14.30 all in is the final figure on this one. I actually think I paid a £5 for it. I didn't realise it was a SCART one, otherwise I wouldn't have paid that much for it. But they're still worth buying, still worth looking out for. This is a cool sale, man. Somebody's got, let me open it. Somebody's got this exact one, but in worse condition than mine, listed on eBay for like £200. It's got a bit dusty because there is still powder in it. But this is you tell me what you think this is. Have a guess. Drop it in the comments. Don't cheat. Get it in before I reveal it. What do you think it is? I'll give you a moment. Just type it in. Pop it into the comments while I have a little clean up of the mess that I've made. I don't want no cheating. Stop skipping forward. Get back. Back. Right, you're excluded. You're disqualified for a start. I saw what you did. For all of you that actually participated without being dirty little cheaters, it is in fact a memory wiping machine. No, it's not. It's a... Oh, so fucking cheesy. Men in Black. Oh my god. Cigarette case. Cigarette case. It's a cool cigarette case. So when you open it, to hold your cigarettes and whatever else, yeah, put your cigarettes in there. You've got your cigarette, you've pulled it out, and you're going to need a lighter after. So as soon as you close it, snap it closed, the lighter pops out and sparks and the gas comes out, and that would normally be lit. So you'd have it this way, of course. Pop that back in, close it up, and smoke it. And that smoke that's coming out there is not actually smoke. It is, in fact, nose makeup powder. Yeah, not cocaine, but it's makeup powder for your nose. Got a little brush in there in the mirror. Still got loads of the powder in there. Just realised that is going to be a bit of annoyance because even just sitting in the box, loads of that's came out. But whatever. It's by a combination. It's by a company called New Light. It's a combination case with compact. Where did I get this from? I think I just bought it in like a bundle of stuff, just random bits and pieces. Yeah, somebody's got one listed on eBay for £198. I think I listed mine for 60 because I was trying to be a bit more reasonable. Trying to get a quicker sale. Someone sent me an offer of £40 and I took it. So that has sold for £40 plus £3.50, £43.50. Very cool, very quirky, very different. And don't act like you knew what it was, some of you guys. I've already seen your comments by now. You skipped ahead, you cheated. Can't believe it. So I'm highly disappointed in all of you, especially you. You know who you are. But there we go, that's going to conclude the video. I'd like to know, did I sell this too cheap? Would you have paid £35 for it? Does nostalgia hit you like that? It does to me sometimes. I think I'd have paid it. But could I have got more? I'm not sure. I haven't checked the eBay solds recently. You could do that if you want and tell me what you think. I love it. I kind of wish I'd have kept it. And remember, there is always stuff out there to buy and sell. Look at this wide variety, this wide array. I'm an everything seller, I suppose you call it. I'll never struggle to find something to sell. But can we make it through the winter months? Subscribe, stick around and find out. Thanks for watching. See you in a bit. Time are we on? 9:28. Boom.